Can you do a T-Rex impression? Dun 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 dun.
Fresh happenings. So on today's Fresh Happenings, you've seen us attempt to survive a zombie apocalypse, but can we survive Jurassic World?
In preparations for the release of Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, that is the full title of the movie, we are doing another Who Survived video.
So like we did in the last episode, throw down in the comments who you think survived this episode. Jeff, hit us with the first question.
Boom!
I really had you in mind for this one, to be honest, Adam. This is more your sort of question. So you arrive at Jurassic Park, it's all fine. Which section of the park do you venture to first?
You used to strike me as a straight to the T-Rex guy.
Obviously you get in there and there's all the concessions, isn't there, all the merchandise. You're in that section, aren't you? So you have a little, you know, like when you're in Disneyland and you got that big stretch, isn't it? Main Street USA or whatever it is. Yeah, you got to do all that stuff first, isn't it? There'll probably be something like the equivalent of It's a Small World there.
Oh God.
You know, which is baby dinosaurs or something. So you go have a little look at the baby, because I don't know if you're like me at a theme park, but you don't want to get the best thing out of the way first. You've got to go into this with an all-rise mentality.
I'm going to treat this like I treat going to the zoo. First of all, you get your little map that normally comes free. I'll be disappointed if you have to pay £1 for it.
Oh, come on.
We've already paid to get in. Just the zoo give it free.
Well, at Jurassic World, we've probably paid about £50,000 to get in.
Yeah, exactly. So I expect that map for free. You check out the map. First of all, check the times of the feeding, so you can fit that into your routine.
Oh yeah, of course, because they get the goat, don't they? They put the goat up and the T-Rex comes in.
You don't want to miss that. But most importantly, what you want to do, because there's going to be a lot of children there, and I've got nothing against children, but in the zoo, I want to look at the animals for as long as I want to without having them climbing in front of me and slowing me down. Yeah. So in the zoo, I always head to the last thing first, because those kids can't move very fast. So they're going through all the early attractions like you're doing. I haven't. I bolted right to the back of the park.
So you gone to the Velociraptor?
And I will, I will go on my way back. I don't care what's there or what order I'm seeing it in, but I will work back. Eventually, around lunchtime, we might have a bit of a crossover.
But how can you do that if there's certain feeding times? So surely, because it's a big island, so you've got to make your way across.
That's why I mentioned that first, is check that to make sure I'm not missing key things.
Yeah.
But work out my own routine that go, because they never do feeding right after opening. The first one's probably about 11 o'clock and it opens at 9. Yeah. Bang. That's how I would do it, Jeff.
You having to go in the hamster ball?
Yeah, eventually, but I don't want to queue for it. I'll tell you what, Jurassic Park, you need a fast pass system.
This is Jurassic World.
Jurassic World, you need a fast pass system. Disney's fast pass is perfect. While I'm bolting it to the back of the zoo, hitting every fast pass. I'm planning it on my way back. So my day is run by feeding times and fast pass.
Okay, yeah. I think I'm just going to go with the flow. Yeah. You know, go with the flow and just actually enjoy myself rather than trying to, you know,
efficiently see the whole thing. Question 2.
So, to clarify, you're straight to T-Rex.
Whatever's at the back, I haven't got a map to see how the park's laid out.
It's probably the Predators, probably Velociraptors or T-Rex.
I don't know, I can imagine the T-Rex being almost smack bang in the middle as like the main attraction. I can't imagine, in the zoo,
let's find this out, this needs to be clarified, yeah.
It's stuff like the owls and stuff.
Yeah, well, that kind of leads into the second question really, yeah. So, you've gone straight for the back of the park, you're moseying around the gift shop, basically. You sort of get there, you're there for half an hour, and then it kicks off.
What's actually happened though? Is all the fences died?
Power's down.
Power's down.
Power's down.
Good God. Good goddamn.
So, you know, Chris, your debit card's not working. Jeff, you're in a bit of a worse situation.
I don't feel I am in a worse situation.
No, okay.
Now this has happened.
Okay.
Do you want to explain yours first? Why you're in all those crowds because you've stepped up and there's stampedes going in your end?
Well, that's a good question. Do you stick with
people?
Well,
to be honest, actually, no, there is not stampedes in my end because as we've seen in the movie, Jurassic World, available on DVD and Blu-ray and digital services everywhere. The actual, that bit that I'm in, the visitor point, is well away from all the animals, you know, but Operation Somewhere, they're probably like, oh my days, the dinosaurs are loose, the electricity's gone down, what are we gonna do? It's all right, the majority of our punters are in on Main Street USA next to the Disney Castle, it's fine. But so there's a few that have gone all the way to the end already. They've got their fast track pass. What about the fast track people? I'm fine at the moment. Have they warned us? Have they said there's an emergency state yet? Have they?
I think no, not. I think you'd have got some warning because you'd be, you know, right there near head office. What are you?
My strategy, I'm feeling slightly comfortable because the ratio of keepers. I don't know if you call them keepers
I guess you would.
The equivalent to a zookeeper.
Chris Pratt.
Yeah. To the amount of people that enter the park is in my favour.
Yeah. Yeah.
Each dinosaur will have an expert. I'm treating this in a similar way to Chester Zoo rather than a theme park. I think we're going about it in a slightly different way.
Yeah.
But each animal in Chester Zoo has a specialist. So there will be plenty of keepers in my area with not many people that they need to get hold of. They will have had numerous training for this. It's not something it'd probably be a shock that it's happened. They have a complete shutdown code to fix that. I'm quite happy. I think keepers around the area will know exactly what to do, and there's not many of us for them to find.
As we know in Jurassic World and Jurassic Park, the keepers never know what they're doing. So that is, everything you've said, as far as I'm concerned, is null and void. You're not safe, but you believe you are. And that might play into it. What I am doing is, it's gone over the tunnel, isn't it? The animals have escaped. And I'm like, oh, wow, okay, well, this is not good Christmas. Let's get back to the boat. I finished my transaction, because I'm not stealing. Well,
the power's down, so.
As the person who was saving me at the till, I'm buying my big Brontosaurus plushie.
You buy that at the start of the day. Yeah, you have to carry that around with you all day.
Walk around with it. Everyone's gonna be hella jealous of it. But have they gone, oh my god, I need to get out of here? Have they waited there for me to buy it, or have they walked off?
I don't think they've waited.
They haven't waited?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I wouldn't wait.
Okay, so I guess I have stolen the plush then. Because I'm just like...
You have?
Well, I really want this, but I also want to go, and save my life, so I'm just going to walk with it. They're telling us to be calm, so I'm doing it in a calm manner, going back to the boats.
You seem to be in a much better position than Adam is, straight off the bat.
Yeah.
It's not my fault.
I feel like I'm going to survive because I'm just going to get straight to the boat and just go about my business where you're going to get eaten.
I was more efficiently visiting the park. It's not my fault that their park isn't efficient.
So, whatever it is you're planning on doing, you've just specified there what you're going to be doing now. Okay, now in this situation, at this time in the crisis. So what it is you plan to be doing gets interrupted, by, in your case, Adam, it'd be a T-Rex. In your case, I'd say a mob of angry consumerists because of where you are. And that disrupts what you're planning on doing next. Okay, so how do you battle through that? What is your strategy into reacting to that new problem? So for you, a T-Rex, Adam.
So for me, a T-Rex, I'm imagining now, it's as if I'm in Lost World, because it's not just the T-Rex is out and humans are out. There are plenty of herbivore dinosaurs also about that look way more appetizing to a T-Rex than I do, purely for size. You can get more food from a medium animal than you can from a human. It's like a lion hunting a rat or hunting an antelope. The antelope is way more useful for that to be than the rat is. So pretty much just let nature take its course there and keep quiet.
Or you completely missed, you could have gone for that then. Will life find a way?
Well, hopefully my life will find a way to survive.
The thing is, what do you know about the Tyrannosaurus Rex?
I used to love walking with dinosaurs. The T-Rex, with its energy levels, would be after one large kill, then not eat for a long time.
Yeah.
Making it wasn't like Velociraptors would be more of an issue.
It's typically a scavenger, a T-Rex, isn't it?
Yeah, a Velociraptor would constantly kill smaller things, but the T-Rex didn't hunt like that. It would make one large kill and then pretty much live. Similar to lions. Lions only eat once a week. So I'm going to rely on my size actually being beneficial in this.
Is there anything else you know about the T-Rex that's specific to Jurassic Park?
Jurassic Park's version of a T-Rex, not an actual T-Rex.
Yeah, we are in Jurassic World, so yeah.
I hope they did more research on the dinosaurs than the writers of Jurassic World did as an official T-Rex. What
are you doing when this T-Rex is running past you?
I'm staying still.
Ah, right, you're staying still. Why?
Well, while it's just running past. Obviously, when it's not running past, I'll be trying to get... I'm hoping it's like Chester Zoo in that there's a back exit as well as a front exit for fires, and if the park was cut off. Really bad park design. if the park doesn't have two. Yeah, but it would still have two exits from the island. You don't just have one port. What if that port catches fire? What, everyone's supposed to stay on the island forever? What sort of company made this if there's not two exits to it?
I don't know, man. They were pretty awful at everything else they've done.
Mainly this problem is I've tried to efficiently do something, not relying on how inefficient this terrible company are. What I'm also doing is thinking how much I can sue them for at this point.
Okay, for the sake of the argument, right, you're running away. So you're running away and this T-Rex, like, it's swinging its prey, whatever it's caught, and it just so happens to see you running away.
Yeah, the point is it spotted you.
And it's spotted you.
It's already got prey.
It's coming towards you, though.
Alright, so it's decided against its natural instincts to drop the prey it's already eating.
Well, no, that was never...
To hunt something else that's not a threat.
The question is, you're faced with a T-Rex, you know, you are...
As the T-Rex is ignoring everything else, it's just after
It's coming for you. What do you do? It's seen you, what do you do?
There's not a lot you can do in that situation. It's ridiculous. It's a ridiculous situation.
But there is something you can do. So in the movies, it has T-Rex's weird vision. If you don't move, it can't see you.
Well, that's why I didn't move.
Yeah, but you were. You're running through the exit.
When it wasn't there, that's what I said. When it's while it's eating its prey, I would be going because I'm not a threat to it. I'm irrelevant to it.
You are the prey.
Now I am chosen as the prey. For some reason, there's loads of other keepers that should be there. There's other animals running around which make much better prey for it. But in this hypothetical situation, where all of a sudden I've become the prey, a single human, which is a morsel of food for it, with posing no threat to this dinosaur. If in that situation, yes, I would stand still.
Well, it spotted you early. You got straight there. You were the first guy at the gate. You know, you went straight to the enclosure.
The keepers were there having a cup of coffee 2 hours before I even got in. You've said, let's look at it. You've said that all power has gone down, meaning all dinosaurs in the park have been released.
I did.
That was fact.
Yeah.
So there's going to be pretty much like an open safari, a terrible safari because they're normally separated, but there's dinosaurs everywhere.
Yeah, that's the idea, yeah.
There are keepers at that end. I know you said I've watched Jurassic Park and they're terrible, but that's not how a business functions. That dinosaur has to be fed and managed, so there will be keepers around that area, so plenty of other humans. I'm not the only person who goes to a theme park and goes, this is how to get fast track. So there's also other humans up there. But in this situation, the T-Rex has singled me out, avoiding every other decent prey, and has decided it's me in particular he wants to kill. And you're going, how do you survive that?
It's not who survived, like all these other people and all these other keepers and all these other dinosaurs and how they survived. It's how you survived.
I survived by just going away and letting the T-Rex deal with other prey.
I don't know what to say to this.
Has the T-Rex seen him going away?
Yeah, I think so.
So the T-Rex has singled me out. Yeah. Okay, I'll stand there. There's not really a lot else I can do.
So his scenario is ended with this T-Rex sniffing around him because he stood really still. Is that where you at?
Well, if I could get in something, I would, but I don't know what your scenario is now. There's probably, the way you're making it up, I'm actually just in a blank area where it's just me and a T-Rex in a boat or something.
Rampaging people, I think I'm dealing with, right?
They're not out to get you per se. They could have just panicked and, you know.
I'm getting away from the swarm. I'm walking on the side.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm still walking to the boat.
Yeah. Okay. But what if you? But I guess in this scenario, they'd prevent you from doing that. So you'd have to. The idea behind this question was that whatever you wanted to do, that would stop you from doing it. So in this case, let's assume the rampaging people meant that you couldn't get to the boat. Then, so what would you?
Right. Okay. So I can't get to the boat.
Yeah.
So
your first instinct is out the window with this one.
If they're like Disney World, and from my friends who worked at Disney World and Disneyland, what I know about those places is they have these big tunnels underneath the park, and they go underneath them, and that's how they get around it. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to go, hey, person in the shop, or if they're not there, I'm just going to go back there anyway. I'm going to go back through. Hopefully there's no security thing there or anything that I need to get through, or, you know.
Probably not, it's a terrible park.
Yeah,
probably opened up all their security shutters to close down the part. This is badly run.
Yeah, let's assume that I can, if it is badly run, I can just walk straight on through and I'll go straight down into the tunnels below. Because what I'm going to do is follow the tunnels out to the edge of the park.
See, I think
do that way.
If the whole park is opened up and there is a T-Rex supposedly at my end, just so happens to be not in the centre of the park.
You did go to him.
Because it's the main attraction.
You want to see the main attraction?
I didn't.
You wanted to see the main attraction.
I didn't go to the back of the park and work my way backwards. They never put the main attraction right at the back. That's where, like I said, in Jurassic World, they keep the owls. And like the gardens and the butterfly house, like the stuff that...
I think it's too late at this point, right? But the problem...
No, what, let me
the problem that you have, right, is that you went all the way over there. The thing is, like, what you've got to try and make your way to the other thing is, what's next after that? It's the Velociraptor paddock.
Yeah, they're going to be that way.
That's why there will be an exit out the
like,
back.
if we compare it to like Alton Towers, you've gone to like the X Zone thing. You know, you've got the Velociraptors, the T-Rex.
You're in the carnivore area.
Yeah.
Pterodactyls are probably, but they're going to be escaping soon and probably coming to the people like in the movie.
Yeah.
I was going to say.
So they're going to be coming my way.
So you're saying all the
to
predators are here, meaning you've got a lot of herbivores in your areas.
Yeah. So what it is like, so it's like, it's the customer zone here, like the main entrance.
See, before we
then
did
it's
this,
the herbivore. What's it? The herbivore hamster ball zone, and you fast track to the carnivore area.
See, this wasn't made clear at the start, was it?
You know why that is, mate? Because you went past the gift shop when you saw they were charging for maps, and you didn't pick one up.
Yeah, I didn't pick one up.
No, I demanded that they were free.
Yeah, well,
I said I'd pick one up. It was my first comment.
Yeah. But so yeah, and now you're trying to go to the dock on the other side, but to get through that, you got a T-Rex that's sniffing around you, and to get through that, you got to go through the Velociraptor paddock.
But my point, before we get into what I'm doing, we'll bookmark that. So I'm in the carnivore area here. This is the herbivore area.
Okay.
There's a stampede happening in the herbivore area.
Okay.
Because they will be trying to escape carnivore area.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So I think you've actually got a big issue of stampeding much larger dinosaurs, trampling through that area.
Yeah, but I'm going down into the tunnels now.
You know what follows things down into tunnels?
What?
Little tiny, because the Velociraptors aren't going to stick around with the T-Rex. I've watched that much that they just get eaten by the T-Rex. So they're also going to be looking for stragglers, as they used to hunt in the wild. So they would find a pack. Lions do the same in the wild. Now, if there's a weaker or slower one at the back, they'll watch that entire pack to wait for that weak one.
Yeah.
That's what's going to happen over there. So if you start going down tunnels on your own, they're going to follow you.
They can't get in there.
Right, there's no power. Well, how can you get in there and they can't?
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
You've lasted another day. Let's say you're sort of surviving, you know, the initial sort of 24 hours. You're in a tunnel.
Let's put that. One of the park keepers has actually done their job that they're trained to do. They're not as rubbish as you're making out that they are, and actually got me to a safe point, which they should have in case of this anyway. Where is the protocol here?
How does Jiff survive Jurassic Park? He relies on the authorities.
Yeah.
Mate.
At this point, I've been with the staff for a little while now. I start questioning them on
protocol.
The naming of their dinosaurs, just while we're casually chilling.
Okay.
I'll be like, oh, I've watched Walking with Dinosaurs, and they said Velociraptors only grow to about the size of a large chicken. Why have you named these things Velociraptors? They're not Velociraptors. Well, Velociraptors. I don't think you've named them right. What training did you have in paleontology? And they'll be like, oh no, it's what this guy said. It's better for money if they're a bit bigger. Buddy Park. Why did I come here? What a waste of my time.
He's right next to the Velociraptor paddock. Boom! Velociraptor attack! What'd you do?
Follow the protocol on what the park rangers have said.
That's so boring. You didn't explain how...
Okay, then let's go a bit more mental. I'd grab a hatchet off the wall and go and fight that Velociraptor manta dinosaur. No, I wouldn't. Well, it's a little bit boring. I can make it exciting if you want, but it's not going to happen, is it? Okay,
so basically, what's happened with you is you decided to fast track to the carnivore zone, but you're at the T-Rex paddock.
Okay.
And then that's where it saw you. I don't know how you escaped. You've been a bit vague on that.
How I escaped is there were other dinosaurs there that it would eat over me. I'm just a small human. It's no point in really eating me when there's a large.
Okay, so it just moved off. What's happened in my journey through Jurassic World?
In your journey, you were doing some shopping.
Yeah.
You didn't get much shopping done because all of a sudden all the power goes down. Everyone begins stampeding. You find a tunnel that the shop assistant seems to have gone down. You go down it and follow the herbivore route. So what's your kind of way out of a stampede is probably different to what you're going to throw at me. How do you avoid a large dinosaur stampede and a stampede of people?
Up a tree. Straight up a tree.
Up a tree?
Yeah. Why wouldn't I go up a tree? If there's a stampede coming out,
I've watched Lion King, and those wildebeest knock over trees when they're
Simba
running past.
is fine on the tree. He survives it.
He doesn't. That's why Mufasa has to come and get him, because the tree's going.
That's true. But yeah, but in Jurassic World, they're huge trees.
They're huge dinosaurs, way bigger than wildebeest. A brontosaurus is going to knock down a tree.
Okay.
Just with its tail.
Well, say I go up the tree, but then it gets knocked down. I ride the tree down anyway. I'm just gonna run to. I'm gonna have to run, aren't I?
Yeah, you're going to join the stampede.
I'm gonna have to run, aren't I? Yeah.
What sort of tactics do you use while running? Do you just look forward and hope for the best, or do you slow yourself down by doing this, like in the films?
I'm gonna have to slow down and duck and dive under the big ones.
Do you throw weaker and slower people behind you?
You know that big armoured one with the big tail?
Yeah, makes tail.
Yeah, I might see him coming by. Like,
are you gonna ride that one? Your tactic is just riding or the
jump onto it, because he's quite bulky, isn't he? Quite secure. I mean, he might try and mace tail me while I'm on him, but I'll just get onto him and then just like try and ride him for as much as until he throws me off.
Right, okay. Getting on a dinosaur probably, it's not a great idea, but it's not the worst idea.
It's not the worst idea.
Because that's not going to get stood on.
No, exactly. And then I just try and ride it out that way, get to the coast, jump off it then, and then look for a boat then. Because obviously they're all going to, like in the new movie, you'll probably see a clip of it now, they're all falling off. Yeah, so I'll just ride it to the coast, and then I'll just walk around the coast trying to find a boat.
Right, do my death scenario that's impossible to get out of.
You've come to a helipad, and you're looking to get away, but all of a sudden, it's the pterodactyls, they're coming, oh no. The keepers are obviously trying to get away, and the helicopter pilot is in there. But the birds, the pterodactyls, they come in, they've pecked their way through the glass, and now they've taken the pilot out, they've ripped him out of the helicopter, and the helicopter hasn't gone that far, but it's just come back down now.
So the helicopter's crashed.
But it's still spinning around like that really, really fast. So what are you going to do?
Are the staff shooting at the...
they're attempting to, but obviously they're flying, moving targets.
Or they just bottled it now because their life is also important and running.
Right, the pilot has been taken away, and they've pulled them apart.
Yep.
They've taken one keeper, thrown him into the sea. You got another keeper with you, and another keeper's run away. So you got one keeper with you left.
Right. I would take one of the now numerous spare guns.
Yeah.
Because at least it makes a noise, so hopefully that can scare it if it comes closer. So I'm now armed.
Yeah.
And I would try and find a gap in a tree or something. I know the helicopter didn't do much favours. These pterodactyls aren't really good tactically. They've chosen to hammer through a helicopter rather than killing the people that are not in cover. Yeah. So they've really made it difficult for themselves. So I would stick with trying to get myself in some form of cover with the gun on the way out and just hope I can't outrun it. I can't punch it.
No.
All I can do is try and hide from it, and if it gets too close, maybe shoot it in the eye.
What about taming one and riding it back to
I do not fancy my chances of taming a pterodactyl and riding it back. Probably have my gun as a last, while shaking with fear, try and get a gap in a tree or something with the gun pointing out. If one attempts, shoot it in the eye, hopefully that'll scare that off. Maybe another one will come. I don't know how many shots I've got, I don't know what guns they've got. Probably in this part, water guns. They're not very well equipped.
But what else has happened is, in the meantime, with all the commotion going on, it's attracted the velociraptors. Oh no! Oh, they're there, they're around. And guess who else has arrived? It's the T-Rex!
Oh, brilliant.
He's had your scent since he smelt you last time, so he's there as well.
I would hope that the T-Rex would go for one of the much larger and now injured pterodactyls that's on the floor. So that's food done. It exerts no energy. And the velociraptors will probably attempt to scrap on the same now bleeding, injured. Hopefully I can stay in my tree just very quietly with me gun for the rest of time.
Pause.
You're riding a dinosaur in a stampede, so attempting to ride.
You know, falling off the edge of the island, and you're up a tree surrounded by...
in a tree, hopefully.
Surrounded by a T-Rex, velociraptors and pterodactyls.
That are just casually eating dead things while I cowered in a tree with my gun pointing out the front.
So I guess this is the point there where we turn it back to the audience and they tell us
who survived. Also, How bad do you think the staff at Jurassic Park would be? Would they be as inept as these two are suggesting, or do you believe that that would be impossible for a park to run if the staff were that inept?
Probably not. So I guess, yeah, we'll put it to you. Who did survive Jurassic World this time? I guess the only time.
Yeah.
Because we're not going back.
Yeah. Throw it in the comments. We'd be glad to know your views. And if you want to see us survive, see us describe how we would survive something in the future, also throw that in and we'll do that one next. So all that's left to say is, have a lovely rest of your week and thanks for watching Fresh Happenings.
Laters.